Hello and welcome back to a short news video with me, Meoni, and I used to do these quite a lot. There used to be a lot more of these sort of bulletin notifications, but I thought I'd share this one with you today because I thought it was quite interesting. Quite a while back, Yoshi P and the team at Square Enix were talking about new security measures essentially of the Steam version of the game for PC players, and today, July the 31st, they posted this Lodestone article talking about this, which is a direct follow-up to that issue and their planned changes. So they say, as part of our fraud prevention measures, we plan to implement a restricted login check process for Steam service account users. An implementation timeframe for the change has been decided and has been detailed below. So the Final Fantasy XIV Steam version is the only thing that's going to be affected by this. The current situation then is that Steam version clients can currently be opened directly without going through the Steam application, and it is possible to use the regular Windows version client application for Steam version service accounts. For example, if my girlfriend wants to go on my computer with her account, she totally can. Even though I don't have the Steam version installed, she can just load up my launcher, put in her login credentials, and away she goes. Unfortunately, after this change, that will no longer be possible. As they say, after the change for Steam version service accounts, the Final Fantasy XIV client application will need to be started up from the Steam application's play button. Any other method of direct startup will no longer be available, and the implementation of this is August 29th, 2019. They say, we thank you for your understanding and cooperation. So let's look at this two ways. You've got people who will say that this is just yet another hurdle to pass over and will actually impact some players who like to be on the move between computers, and there isn't always a Steam version client available. That will require an additional download, and of course you will actually have to own the Steam version to be able to do this. Now, there's nothing in this list that says that non-Steam version client users won't be able to log in with the launcher from the play button as usual on a Steam client. It's just the other way around. So if you've purchased this game on Steam through Steam all of these years, then this will affect you directly. I think the main reason behind them doing this then is probably a naive belief that this is some form of fraud prevention, or perhaps, as they've stated before, to actually further live up to the policy agreement of Final Fantasy XIV being on Steam in the first place, which, as far as I know, that policy's been there forever, but a lot of games just simply don't enforce it. And as you probably already know, if you do use Steam quite a bit, you can circumnavigate the launcher easily by just going into the folders and, putting a shortcut to a game. In fact, there are some games on Steam that just won't work through the launcher anymore, and the only way to run some games on Steam that are really old in my library is to actually run them via a shortcut, because the launcher just doesn't work with those games, even though I purchased them all those years ago on Steam itself. And obviously games like Morrowind and Oblivion will require modifications to make them run more smoothly, which is not something you normally do through the Steam launcher. Final Fantasy XIV then is taking this upon themselves. It doesn't look like they've been leaned on by Steam or Valve in particular, and in general I'm not really sure this is such a positive change in my opinion. Yours might be different. Feel free to enlighten me below as to what you think the reason is for this change and whether this is going to directly affect you. I know a lot of people who actually view my content do actually frequent internet cafes, and not everywhere has the same client installation, and of course if you are locked to Steam, then you're locked to Steam after this update. Let me know below. Thank you kindly for watching, and I'll see you all next time.